Good morning students. In previous video we have seen expression for PV work or work obtained in isothermal irreversible process. Today we are going to discuss about free expansion. What is free expansion? An expansion of a gas against zero opposing pressure. An expansion of a gas against zero opposing force. Or expansion in vacuum is called free expansion. How it is explained? Expansion takes place against zero opposing force. Generally, free expansion takes place in vacuum. In free expansion, no work is done. Due to absence of external opposing force, although volume of the gas changes. That means external opposing force of pressure is zero and delta V is not equal to zero. And expression for work is W is equal to minus P external into delta V. If you put these values, P external 0 into change in volume, that means W is equal to 0. In this way, no work is done by the system in vacuum due to absence of external opposing pressure. Now we have to discuss about another unit in the topic. It is about units of energy and work. As work is one of the forms of energy, whatever units we use for energy, the same units we have to use for work also. To solve the problems, some relations are important. Here, generally, SI unit of both work and energy is joules, and there is relationship between pressure, volume with joule, and for that purpose some important relations we have to deal with. First, 1 joule is equal to 1 kilogram meter square per second square is equal to 1 Pascal cubic meter. 1 Pascal means 1 kilogram per meter per second square. Here, generally, to solve the problems on PV work, pressure is always expressed in bar and volume in cubic decimeter. Then we get work in bar cubic decimeter, which can be converted into joules using these relations. First of all, we think of volume. For volume, these relations are important. Milliliter or cubic centimeters into 10 raised to minus 3 means cubic decimeters. Using this relation, if volume is given in milliliters or cubic centimeter, you can convert it directly into cubic decimeters by multiplying milliliters or cubic centimeters by 10 raised to minus 3. If volume is given in cubic meters, you have to multiply cubic meters by 10 raised to 3. Then you get volume in cubic decimeter. These relations are obtained from 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter, or 1 cubic decimeter is equal to 10 raised to 3 cubic, 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 cubic decimeters, which are equal to 10 raised to minus 6 cubic meters. Using these relations, if volume is given in milliliters or cubic centimeters, you can convert it into cubic decimeters simply by multiplying milliliters or cubic centimeters by 10 raised to minus 3. And if volume is given in cubic meters, you convert it into cubic decimeters simply by multiplying cubic meters by 10 raised to 3. Then another term we have to deal with, it is pressure. If pressure is given in problems directly in bars, no matter, you can use it as it is. But if pressure is given in pascals or kilograms per meter per second square, you have to convert it into bars, and for that purpose you have to use this important relation. 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 pascals. That is equal to 10 raised to 5 kilograms per meter per second square, because here 1 Pascal is equal to 1 kilograms per meter per second square. If you want to convert pascals into bars, you have to simply multiply pascals by 10 raised to minus 5. Then you will get pressure in bars. Or if you multiply kilograms per meter per second square by 10 raised to minus 5, you will again get pressure in bars. These are relations for interconversion of bars, pascals and kilograms per meter per second square. Now, next term we have to discuss about work. Generally, work is expressed in bar cubic decimeter provided pressure is in bar and volume is in cubic decimeter. Bar cubic decimeter can be converted into joules, and for that purpose you can use this relation 1 bar cubic decimeter is equal to 100 joules. Using this relation, you can convert work given in bars cubic decimeter into joules, or joule work can be converted into bar cubic decimeter. For that purpose, if bar is given, bar cubic decimeter is given, and if you multiply this by 100 upon 100 joule upon bar cubic decimeter, you will get work in joules. Or if you multiply joules by bar cubic decimeter in bars cubic decimeter upon 100, you will get, now see here, joules into bar cubic decimeter divided by 100 joules, you will get work in bar cubic decimeter. These relations are very important to solve the problems. Generally, to express work in joules using different pressures and volumes, a chart can be prepared. Here, first column pressure, second one volume and third one. W, work. If pressure is given in bars, volume should be liters or cubic decimeters. Then you will get work bar cubic decimeter, and it can be converted into joules using this relation. That means bar cubic decimeter into 100 joule upon bar cubic decimeter. This term will be obtained in joules. If pressure is given in pascals, volume of the gas should be in cubic meters, so that you will get the work in Pascal cubic meter. And here 1 Pascal cubic meter means 1 joule. Using this you can convert it into joules. Third one, if pressure is given in kilograms per meter per second square, volume again should be in cubic meters, then you will get work in kilograms meter square per second square. It can be converted directly into joules. Here 1 kilogram meter square per second square means 1 joule. Using this relation you can convert it. Here also The work obtained either in bar cubic decimeter or Pascal cubic meter or kilograms meter square per second square, all these terms can be converted into joules. These are important hints regarding work. Now here we have seen the relation 1 bar is equal to 100 joules. Here question may be asked, show that 1 bar cubic decimeter is equal to 100 joules. How it is done? W is equal to minus P external into delta V or minus P external into V2 minus V1. This is a formula for work. No matter if work of expansion takes place or work of compression takes place, or both types of work obtained, same formula is to be used. Now here work is supposing 1 bar per cubic decimeter. Pressure is suppose taken in kilograms per meter per second square. 1 bar cubic decimeter means 10 raised to 5 kilograms per meter per second square into volume change, delta V is in cubic decimeters. If cubic decimeters are converted into cubic meters, then the same formula you will write as 10 raised to 5 kilograms per meter per second square into 10 raised to meter cube into 10 raised to minus 3. 1 cubic decimeter means 10 raised to minus 3 cubic meters. Using this relation, you can convert this term into cubic decimeter term into cubic meters. Now, if you simplify this, you will get 10 raised to 2 kilograms per meter per second square into cubic meters. Or if you simplify this, 10 raised to 2 kilograms, now here per meter into cubic meter, it gives meter square per second square. 10 raised to 2 means 100 kilograms meter square per second square, and as 1 kilogram meter square per second square is equal to 1 joule. Using this relation, you can convert this term into 100 joules. That means W is equal to your bar cubic decimeter work means 100 joules. In this way, you can derive this relation. Thank you.